There's a lot of things on Aaron Glenn's plate as the head coach for the New York Jets. And now we just got a crazy injury that just came in with one of his players that's going to help the team. Breece Hall is now dealing with a groin injury and will receive further testing. Then we got to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The rookie, Jaylen Daniels, looking to shake up the quarterback room. Ty Bowles thinks he has a chance to be that backup quarterback. Von Miller signs with the Cowboys on a 1-year deal. Hometown dream. And then we're going to talk about Jackson Dart's comment about visiting a medical tent. And then Aaron Donald's second workout with the Rams. Jam-packed show today. But before we talk about it, y'all already know you got to hear the music first.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, football fans? And welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by Steve-O. So if you tuned in, if you like talking football, regardless of the team that you root for, go ahead and join the NFL Central family. Steve-O, what's the word?
That 100K, 1,000K is the word on my mind.
The real. Shout out to all those supporters that are football fans, man, that have gotten us to reach our goal of 1K subs. Now, y'all know it just don't stop at the 1K. Now we got to dream bigger. Help us reach 5K. It's going to be a hell of a season, man. And hey, we got a lot of things to talk about on this episode, and we about to get right to it. So, Steve-O, we got news from the New York Jets that running back Breece Hall is now going through a groin injury that he suffered during practice. And right now, he's going to have to be sent away for additional testing on that groin. We know how tricky this injury is, but what is your thoughts on Breece Hall going through this injury?
Not good. Not good at all because for the most part, I don't know if you saw any of their work and their preseason work or hearing their things in training camp. The running game was going to be their offense because outside of that, the O-line still need work. Yeah, there's weapons on the wide receiver room, but the quarterbacks just ain't it, even with Geno. Geno seemingly also dealing with an injury with him limping with an ankle injury of some sort or a foot injury of some sort. So that being said, a lot of people thought that coming in this year, the only main offense that they was going to get from the Jets, it would be from the running game, and a lot of that would have to do with Breece Hall. We already know how dynamic Breece Hall is. Main point why they never traded him when he was at the height of trade talks in the running back position for the last few years, and they kept him because they know how valuable and how good he is. So with that being said, yeah, they still have other running backs on the dock that can put up numbers for sure. But when your main guy goes down and you already got questions surrounding the whole entire offense, that's just something you're not trying to hear at all. So I hope it's one of those maybe grade 1 at most grade 2 growing strains, because at the running back position you need all that lateral movements, quick twitchiness. That's going to affect the growing. So quite frankly, it's probably going to be a whole season issue, just because at the position he plays and what you need your body to do. So yeah, it's just not good. It's not good to hear at all.
Yeah, it's absolutely not good at all for Breece Hall to be dealing with the groin injury. I guess the silver lining, if we want to put it there, before ahead of any additional information coming out after receiving further testing, is that he does have time. You're at least right now still working through your training camp, going through preseason, so he will have time to heal up on that. And we know that groin injuries, hamstring injuries, quad injuries, the best way to help them is to sit down. I imagine he's still going to be doing probably some light work, but the good thing is that, you know what I'm saying, he's going to have time to heal up. But this is huge for Aaron Glenn, the head coach of the New York Jets, because, bro, last season, it seemed like you ain't have a lot of good things going on for you, and let's just call it what it is. A lot of the times it was terrible after a solid first game that we watch you in your head coaching position. And you said that you believe in Justin Fields entering last year. Now you really, really believe in Geno Smith. Yeah, we need to see some of that belief come
For
into the
real.
form of some wins for real. Because to Steve O's point, we know the one thing we knew for sure for regarding your offense was Breece Hall. Do we like Garrett Wilson? Absolutely. And you still got to do better and help hopefully improve within that, you know what I'm saying, that division, because we know at the top of the division already is the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots, and you're behind. So hopefully y'all can get it together. But Steve, I do like their some of the offensive additions that they had this upcoming season, that they have for this upcoming season. You look at guys like Omar Cooper Jr. He's a rookie coming out of Indiana. He was making some crazy catches. They acquired A.D. Mitchell, who was formerly with the
Hmm.
Indianapolis Colts. You have Garrett Wilson, like we talked about, and they drafted Kenyon Sadiq. So I think they have some good things to work with, but we still got to wait to see that. To your point, we already knew that Breece Hall was really like that.
Definitely.
So hey, go ahead and get healthy, man. We're gonna see what's to it. We're gonna see what these Jets are made of, man. This is what we like. We like watching a lot of teams. We be diving deep into this stuff, and we definitely want to keep you all informed and try to give out as much content on these teams as possible. But hey, get well, Breece Hall. Definitely, hey boy, these players around this league dealing with
Getting hit.
groins, boy. It's
They
crazy.
getting hit bad. And it's positions that need them, wide receivers, running backs, etc.
Facts. Definitely needed. We're gonna see though. Aaron Steve O, how long is it gonna take Aaron Glenn to get his first interception as the head coach? Because
Hopefully
no
by
interceptions last year.
when they bye week. Hopefully by their bye week.
On the real. Hey, I know he gonna turn up and dance if they get an interception in game one. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that out.
For sure. But we go switch gears and we're gonna talk about a QB from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rookie Jaylen Daniels in his first preseason game played the whole entire second half, and right now he's in a QB battle with quarterbacks like Jake Browning and Connor Bazalik. I hope I said his last name right. If not, forgive me. It's not intentional. But Jaylen Daniels, Steve-O, in his time had went 10 of 15, threw for 111 yards, and had to score. He scored on a rushing touchdown to help the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win their game, and that was a 16 play, 65-yard drive, bro. Is he looking to shake up this QB room? And is there an underlying theme to this that you want to explain?
I believe so because I think for the most part, a lot of people knowing Jalen Daniels coming out of Kansas, they felt like not the most talented quarterback, not the best quarterback, but a quarterback nonetheless. If you put him in the right system and you draft him, he can make some shit shake. And he went undrafted, but he did get picked up by the Buccaneers. And I think we didn't see it at first, but after this first game, I see a lot of the reasons why they brought him in, and maybe possibly all the reasons why they're not willing to pay Baker Mayfield because, quite frankly, he looks similar to Baker Mayfield. They're the similar size. They did similar things in college. Unlike Baker traveled around. Jalen stayed at school for 6 years at the same
Crazy.
college in Kansas, so put up 9,000 yards. So he got the experience. He's been a starter for multitude of years in college. So coming in, playing for Todd Bowles, I think he just came out with running because it was not too much different than what he was running in Kansas. Um, like I said, similar size, both quarterbacks around the 6 feet area, 220-pound area. Both is pretty athletic for their size, not the most athletic, but can get outside the pocket when necessary. I would argue that Jalen is a little bit with his 40-yard dash being a four, like I think it was a 4.65, but you know that in-game speed is just a little bit different. But also, I think he has sneaky arm talent. I think he was great as an A minus as arm talent in his draft combine review. And yeah, he can make damn near every throw out there on the field. It was a 3rd and 13 throw that he made, and he rifled that motherfucker down the field. That was a real NFL starting quarterback play, and as you illustrated before we went live, led the game winning drive. That's experience. That shows you know what you're doing. That shows confidence, and then that shows that even if they got a quarterback that been doing his thing, it shows that he could do it too. So I think Todd Bowles and the rest of the staff is taking note to that.
Hey man, well, that's a pretty damn good breakdown. He had Jaylen Daniels at Kansas had 49 career starts. We know that the more starts you have in college, it's not a guarantee you're going to come into the NFL and be good, but I think the chances of that helps your case. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Anthony Richardson to where he only had one season of starts. This guy was in college for 6 years. Crazy work.
Crazy,
But still only 23 years old, Steve-O.
Yeah, he
Still
came in.
only
He
23
wanted
years
to. I
old.
think he was 17 when he got on campus.
That's crazy
I
work,
think.
bro. But there's nothing to sniff at. And I think that with just watching the game, look, I'm not going to go out there and say Jaylen Daniels is about to take Baker Mayfield's job. I think that'd be absolutely ridiculous to say. But if he gets to sit behind Baker Mayfield and over the course of this offseason, Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers can't reach an agreement with this guy sitting and getting some experience in preseason and performing well, one could argue that they might say, all right, Baker, we're going to turn the keys over to this young fella in Jaylen Daniels. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there could be some conversations that the Bucs could be having while this preseason is going on. And I watch if anybody go out there and you go to NFL.com, you can literally watch his throws and you see like, bro, the throw is on the money. With two of the throws, they own the money.
And they difficult.
And they dropping them. They
Yeah.
dropped two of those passes. So it could have been 12 or 15 in this game. And then he did sell one, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely threw a strike on that left side of the field. And there was some tight coverage and he made it happen. So you got to give credit where credit is due. I think he's definitely going to be in the running for that backup quarterback spot and potentially be a quarterback of the future as long as we got to keep seeing some stuff. These teams, they're going to be working, and that's how
I know it's the perfect scenario. Somebody getting hurt or just in a bad play that could turn the key to him very quickly. So y'all know it don't take much.
For sure. Now, Steve-O, this is something that we always see, so I got to ask. If the Bucs season is pretty much over and they got 4 weeks left, do you think 100%. That they'll go with that? You think they'll put him in there?
Yeah, because they didn't pay Baker. 100%. If they paid Baker, I would say no. But the fact that we know the situation at hand with Baker is pissed off. He not looking to really come back after the season, as it seems right now. Yeah, if they're not in the playoff position and they just trying to see what they could get out the young fella, yeah, I can see them starting for the last 4 games for sure.
Hey, that'd be absolutely crazy if the season goes sour for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the last 4 weeks of the season. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers hit Baker Mayfield with the Kyler Murray and let Jaylen Daniels start. That'd be crazy work. But
crazy work.
Hey, Baker, the Jets need a QB. I'm just saying, they need a QB. They got talent. Offensive line has talent. We just talked about some of the pass catches, and you'll have a running back, and they got a couple pieces on defense that they working through. We'll see. I don't know. Just keeping the conversation going, though. But, hey, it is what it is. Y'all let us know how y'all feeling about that down below. All right, Steve-O, we're going to keep this thing rolling. Now, we got some news over the wee hours that Von Miller is about to play for the hometown team. He signed a 1-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys. And for reference, he appeared in all 17 games last season, had 9 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, and 15 QB hits. So he's going to be a part of the rotation for the Cowboys. And he don't necessarily need to start, but he can definitely come in and help when there are some key moments of the game and probably provide them something. At least that's what I think. How you feeling about Von Miller signing with the Cowboys?
It's going to be irritating. Especially if they can stay healthy. I mean, they got some real serious people up there. You got Kenny Clark, you got Quentin Williams, you got Rashawn Gary. Then you're going to add him to the bunch. And he could be somebody that you could just put in when he's fresh. Like, he's not going to be an every down type of edge rusher, which is why I feel like he was able to get the production that he did last year because they didn't 100% depend on him to be the Denver Von Miller. So, It's gonna be irritating. I'm glad I ain't in that division because, like I said, I think a lot of people are not talking about Dallas as much because everything that's happened over the past few years. They already know what the offense is going to bring, high potent with Dak Prescott, CD, and the rest of the people. But that defensive line is I don't know just because I didn't play with the motherfuckers on Madden, but the motherfuckers ain't nothing to play with. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, maybe trading Michael Parsons was the best thing for the Dallas Cowboys. Just maybe. Because now you get to spread out the money. You end up with a Caleb Downs who had a really good preseason game and has been making noise in training camp.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something that's there. We're going to absolutely see. And that division is definitely something that's going to be crazy.
It's going to be cracking.
The Eagles, the Commanders, the Giants with their change at head coach and how Jackson Dart looked, who we're going to talk about just shortly. And then you got these Cowboys who the offense is going to cook. I think the defense has improved. Now, whether they match up versus the other defenses in this division, I think it's TBD. But one could argue the Dallas Cowboys probably got the second best defense in this division. Maybe. We'll see. We will absolutely see what happens with that.
On paper, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for Von Miller, man. Happy for Von Miller. Still running through. It's only a 1-year deal. Maybe we might hear retirement after this, Steve-O. This is hometown team. Said it's a dream come true.
Yeah, I think Von going to be 38. Yeah.
Von been in it for a minute. I'm telling you, Steve-O, Denver connection is there. Yeah, the Denver connection is there. He played under Christian Parker, who's now the DC.
Mm-hmm.
So he getting reunited with
somebody. Did they win the Super Bowl together?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was there. So it's gonna be interesting to see and watch.
I ain't gonna lie. This is ain't got that shit to do with, but I see why that motherfucker go by Von and Von only.
Why?
That nigga real name is Vonnie.
Yeah, Von.
I'm just Von. Vonnie B. Whoa. Vonnie. Whoa. Vonnie B. Vishon Miller. Whoa.
Hey, you gotta love my people, right? When it comes to the names, we gotta love my people.
It's his middle name. B. Vishon.
We gotta love my people.
And it's spelled just like how I said it. B. Vishon.
Crazy work. Now, before we get up out of here, Steve-O, we just got to address Jackson Dart. I want to preface this by saying Jackson Dart had himself a good preseason game.
He did.
But he was puzzled because they sent him to the medical tent after he got blew up on a specific play that had him laying on the ground for an eternity. He had this to say about him having to visit the medical tent. He said, as far as the blue tent, I really respect the rules and the thought behind the NFL has of keeping players healthy and reviewing things. But at the same time, I'm still puzzled by it, just feeling like every time that I get hit, I find my way in there, which at times I still try to wrap my head around. But that's all that I'm going to say about that situation. Respond, Steve-O, please.
The only person you should be puzzled at is Tyrone Tracy, because he the reason why your ass was laying on the goddamn turf, because that motherfucker just completely said fuck his assignment, and you just can't call the nastiest Roman Reigns spear I've ever seen in modern football. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna explain this to you like you stupid, because that was kind of a stupid statement. So I'm going to just break this down like you right in front of me and you my son. Jackson, you are a quarterback. That's number one. 2, Jackson, you are a quarterback and you're a starting quarterback. 3, Jackson, you are a starting quarterback, and a starting quarterback for the New York Giants. And 4, you are starting quarterback. That's a quarterback for the New York Giants that has a history of head injuries. And 5, you are starting quarterback with a goddamn head injury issue that keeps running into motherfucking heads like you a goddamn running back or an old lineman after organization people, media pundits, coaches, players around the league are sitting here telling you, dog, you taking years off your career, bro. And one thing as a quarterback, you got to do as a rookie quarterback, you got to protect yourself, take Don't take unnecessary hits. Throw the ball away. Get it dirt. And then your motherfucking ass saying, I'm a football player. I'm a football player. I can handle it. I shouldn't be able to detail. They shouldn't tell me how to play my style. I got here doing my style. So therefore, when you get speared, like you just got speared from Edge in 2008, and then it looked like the back of your head smacked the turf, and you not only that, you lay there for a good 5 seconds before moving. I'm gonna go make sure my quarterback ain't got no motherfucking concussion. Am I not wrong for doing that? For 100 years, we have ignored head injuries. Now the NFL is making it even more important than it's ever been. Why are you trying to change that? They're trying to look out for your health. They're trying to make sure your ass don't end up a vegetable when you fucking 45 and done playing football.
Yeah, vegetable. Yeah, vegetable.
Yeah, vegetable. At the end of the day, I get it. If I trust me, I get it. If I fall on my arm, I'm not going in no tent. If I fall every time I trip and fall, they looking for me to, yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Don't sit here and put me in bubble wrap. But quite frankly, due to your actions and due to your own mouth, the whole New York organization is gonna be ultra sensitive over you, and that just is what it is. And you need to get the fuck over it.
My boy cooked. It ain't much to add to that. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like when you do something that great, Steve-O, you did something that great. It ain't much to add on to it. But I will like to add this other tidbit in there. Wasn't your head coach last year, Brian Daboll, under the microscope and being investigated, Jackson Dart, because he ran to the blue tent to pull you out?
Yep.
Relax, brother. It's okay. Your head smacked the ground. And you lay there, and most would assume, or at least think, that you were probably knocked out. So, to Steve-O's point, you a started quarterback. You're a started quarterback for the New York Giants, and you're a started quarterback that has to deal with the New York media. So
get over it.
Yeah, you just got to deal with it, bro, at this particular moment in time. But well said, Steve-O. It's not much to add to that, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. It was so great. I ain't even gonna.
Good game though. Definitely good game.
Definitely a good game. But relax, brother. Relax. Steve-O, last point before we get up out of here, though. We had Aaron Donald do a second workout with the Rams. How you feeling about that?
I'm gonna leave this real short and simple. Sign the contract so we can stop bullshitting. You acting like LeBron now. Sign the contract. You know you physically able to play, motherfucker. Just sign the contract.
For real, boy. You see him doing that footwork drill. You like, oh shit, folks getting
good. That motherfucker ain't even making sounds no more. He the only motherfucker pick up that goddamn sled that don't make a sound. Just
hold on, real. All you hear is the sled.
On my mama.
But hey, man, I'm with you, Steve-O. Aaron Donald, just go ahead and suit it up, bro. We know you don't really want to do training camp, but tell the people to stop sharing.
You do your own training. You've been doing training camp by your own the last 4 years when we ain't even know.
No, the real. Crazy work, but outstanding show today, Steve-O. You got anything left?
Nah, that's it. See y'all Thursday. More football. But
More
you know, we're going to be doing it all week.
It's cracking. But hey, man, first and foremost, we can't end this episode without saying shout out to those first 1,000 subscribers that came over here and they want to talk more football. We appreciate y'all for that, man. Let's keep this thing rolling. Represent your team in the chat, man. Hey, I'm a Bears fan, but I love this game. Steve-O's a Bears fan, but he loved this game. And we had some Seattle Seahawks people that joined the family. We want to see more people who rocking with different teams join the NFL Central space, because this is where we're going to come talk ball. We're going to talk a little smack to our oppositions or our quote-unquote rivals in the chat, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it, man. But, hey, we appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all always love football, man, and y'all already know we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
This has been a presentation